the sausages. Yeah, that's butter. Can we put some butter in there? Nice. Let's put the sausage in there, okay? You can hold. You can move it.
Help.
That's right. Did it sound funny, Sven? The sausages are making sound. What do they sound like? Good job, Spencer. Nice, okay. Got your sausage? You made this. Very good. Good morning, Caleb.
Good morning.
Hi.
Say morning.
Yay!
Say Joe-san.
Joseph, we're gonna have some breakfast.
Chase.
Yay!
Yeah,
Your shoes.
Hmm?
Dad.
Cheers, hot dog. Cheers. Cheers, sausage. Wow!
DJ Spencer.
Wow! DJ Spencer! What's up, guys? Today is day 1664 of us living the van life lifestyle. We're a family of 3, soon to be 4, traveling through the US, and we're currently in Yellowstone National Park. This is a day in our lives. We just got done with breakfast, and we're traveling with our friends Hoy, Vu, Caleb, and Chase, and today is the last full day that we'll be here together at Yellowstone. We'll be checking out this campsite that we stayed at these last few nights, and it's been a really, really nice place for us to hang out. And today we're going to be driving towards the Mammoth Hot Springs area, where we're gonna hang out, do a little short hike, have the kids hang out, maybe restock a little bit over at the general store there and spend some time there, and then we're gonna do a little bit more campfire cooking tonight. So let's get going. Are you guys ready to go? So you can be on the bottom. Caleb can steer. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 bear cubs over here. I can't see it, but right by that big rock. This is Mammoth Hot Spring. We're gonna look for a parking spot around here. Looks like Hoy and Vu are stuck in the traffic jam where the bear was, the bear cubs were. We're gonna walk around Liberty Cap here in Mammoth Hot Springs. It's like a little creek here, huh? Whoa, you're so excited for the hike?
Yeah, you excited?
Can you give Caleb your binoculars then? You took his backhoe loader. Yeah, that's a good trade.
Good trade. Eat, Stay on the path.
Liberty Cap, yeah. This is the Liberty Cap right here.
Ready? Let's go.
Oh yeah, I see it. Little birds drinking water. Or maybe taking a warm bath. So the colors of this hot springs are created by these things called thermopiles. They're kind of like microorganisms that live in different parts of the hot springs here. Some live in the water, some lives on hydrogen. And depending on different temperatures, they are different colors. Like this side is completely white. This area is called Pallet Spring. because of all the colors. Whoa, Spencer, you're climbing so high.
Hi.
Hi, Caleb. Whoa! We're walking over to the town of Mammoth Hot Spring, which is right next to us. And we're gonna get some. What are we gonna get? Is that ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah! Excited. This is the general store, Mammoth Hot Spring. All right, go inside for a little bit. Little moose book.
Moose, hello.
Oh.
Hello. Oh,
Moose.
what is that? It's a blue one.
Mr. Moose.
It's a moose binocular sense. A bison too.
Caleb, I'm having trouble deciding to
Ice cream?
Ice cream looks so good.
Yeah, we're gonna get some ice cream, yeah? We got the blueberry cheesecake ice cream. Wow, that looks massive, doesn't it? Wow, that's a big bowl of ice cream. This is one scoop right here. Wow, that's a massive ice cream, isn't it? Today's gonna be a bit of a slower day for us. We'll just have some ice cream, and Spencer's about to take his nap soon. Hoy and Vu, they're gonna drive Caleb to sleep. They're gonna grab some lunch or make some lunch, and they'll probably walk around a little bit. We're just gonna head back to the campground afterwards and just chill there. Ice cream's yummy, huh? We're gonna drive back to the campsite now. We got a little time. Spencer is still napping, and we need to catch up on all the comments. We haven't done it in like 2 weeks.
So CCSY2EZ been watching every day for 5 months with my husband. What about going with an L-shaped kitchen right behind the second row seat? The stove would sit directly behind the seat with a vent fan above to handle any smoke from your lovely cooking. On the side, wrapping into the corner, I would have a double sink dishwasher on the corner with the fridge next to the sink. Where you currently have the stove by the sliding door, I would have a hidden half bath with the toilet instead. You would be able to enter the van through this area too, making it super convenient for quick cleanup, dumping wet gear, and managing waste. So it's right by the door. It's easy to air out and dry. When it's not in use, the bath area could double as extra countertop space with a fold-out extension to make a desk for working. Between the bathroom and sleeping area, I would build a full-height storage unit for clothes, gear, and essential. In the back would be the main living space with an elevated bed platform. You basically just described our design.
Well, the L-shaped kitchen.
Not the L shape.
Yeah, the rest of it seems very similar.
Similar.
I think that if you do like an L shape behind a second bench, then you still need to have like a walkway
we don't.
into it,
Yeah.
and you're gonna lose like the closet space.
Yeah. We're not gonna have an L shape, but just like
Just a galley.
Yeah.
It's like a galley. So I guess, yeah, just nothing behind the bench, but it would just be,
Yeah.
a walk-through. But that's a pretty good design. I think you should sketch it out. Maybe some people can use that.
Britta Manna said, great time in New York with your mom. With you and your mom. The baby should be potty trained when you were there. We plan to do it when we go back.
Yeah, when we're staying there for the next few months.
Yeah, because we only stay there for 3 weeks. I don't think it's enough time for potty training.
Yeah. By the way, Spencer has been not peeing overnight. Like he wakes up with his diaper pretty dry now.
Yeah.
So I think he's almost ready.
Almost ready, yeah.
Yeah, and he told me that he pooped the other day.
Yeah.
So he's almost there.
That's the first time he told us. Kathleen Finnison said, I would love to know after Rena's doctor's appointment how her pregnancy is coming along. It's getting better. No more morning sickness. I'm just very tired. Even though I do nothing, I'm still tired. And then my back hurt.
You don't feel like doing crochet anymore?
Yeah, I don't feel like it.
I mean, you started again.
I'm doing the blanket for the baby, but yes, this is just this pregnancy is harder than the last one. So, Olivia said, "Great video. Spencer is so cute. Can you please tie his hair so we can see his adorable face?" He hated. We tried to tie it.
He used to be okay with it.
Yeah, and then now
He just like pulling it off.
out.
Yeah, he had a really cool look for a while with the ponytail.
The man bun.
Yeah. But yeah, he doesn't like it. And you guys saw yesterday we cut his hair, so he has short hair now. But I'm gonna fix his bang. I think that's still kind of bothering him, so we're gonna cut it nice and short.
The Firigo said, "As a Filipino American, I agree 100% Jollibee over other fast food chicken spot."
Oh yeah, it's so good. I missed it already. That was like a long time ago. That's like more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we'll have some when we get back.
I just like the rice, but they don't
adobo
have
rice.
Yeah, they don't have the rice last time.
They don't always have it.
Maybe we can like go to another spot.
Yeah.
Susie Young said, "How do you handle the crazy traffic in New Jersey? I was just there. It was terrible."
We try to avoid going to Jersey. I mean, Jersey is not too bad. New York is really bad. Like the 278,
8th Avenue.
8th Avenue. Just going to Manhattan is like
Chinatown
an
was
hour drive at least. So Jersey, it normally isn't too bad. But yeah, that's kind of like the life that you have to deal with, the traffic when living in New York, New Jersey.
DSKRYM1R said, "Look like Spencer would enjoy having a big window to look out while Dad is driving. An iPad would be great for him to watch video on while traveling." No iPad in the car. We only give him an iPad if we are like on the plane. He is used to. I think we gave him like a few times when he was like fuzzy in the car seat, and then after a while he can live without the iPad in the car. He rather us talking to him and like singing, listening to music and stuff. Like we always have snack and toys like in the front for him, so he doesn't really need an iPad.
I mean, the first thing is to avoid driving too much while he's awake. But I think the window will help because he's growing bigger now, so he can sit down and.
I said she. Yeah, he really liked to look at the buses, the truck, the school bus, the dump truck. He loved it all. Mm-hmm. So
even in this car seat, like even though he can't really like he's not next to the window, he can still peek out and look at like the trees and stuff and animals. He can still see it.
He's so exciting to see all those bus and truck in that window. I think that's entertained him.
Yeah, that big window is gonna be really nice for him. I think he's gonna love it.
Anita Decker said, "Rena is like, give me my spoon back. She's hungry." Yeah. Nowadays, I if I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I need to eat. Like I can't really wait. Yeah, just my pregnancy thing. I user 9 said, "Nice lunch with Rena's parents. They are very young. Really enjoyed the dinner tonight. It would be great doing van life with your sister and brother-in-law. Great family, great fun." They won't be full time.
We did go camping before when
Yeah.
they first got their van, but we're doing it a little bit less now because we're kind of on the West Coast. But when we go back, we'll definitely hit up some really fun places. Like Toronto is their favorite. They don't do it like the way that we do. They travel for food and they take shorter trips. And sometimes our timing just doesn't work out to be traveling together.
Because his sister need to like work in the office, so
they have limited time to be on the road.
Yeah, can't be like long term on the road. Jesse Rice said, "Spencer is so good. I like when he helped Grandma. He still doesn't like Grandpa, or maybe shy."
I think he's getting better.
He's starting to like say hi and bye, but then he keeps like when Grandpa say he's going downstairs, Spencer will be bye,
just bye,
bye.
Yeah, but I think next time we stay
around. Why you still here? Bye, bye.
I think next time we stay longer, they're gonna get closer,
get better.
Yeah. Takes time.
Bella Bite said, does your sister have a YouTube channel too? They should document their RV life too. How amazing.
They don't. I asked them if they would start one. I think maybe they will eventually. Maybe they'll do like a food channel or something if they love to eat.
Yeah,
I
they
think that'll be a
like
pretty
to
cool
eat
channel.
at different restaurants. They like to try different
Yeah.
food.
If they do have a channel, we will announce it to you guys.
Van Law said, 没有吃烟鸡蛋.
Oh, Tian Zidan. Said I look like Donnie Yen. This is not the first time. This is like the 10th person that says I look like Donnie Yen
I don't
from
think
Ip
so,
Man.
though.
Yeah, but thank you. I'm flattered. He's super cool.
ATDJ Mackie said, every time I'm in Stan Island and see a sprint, I always check to see if you guys.
I think one time, if you live in Stalin, I think you will eventually see us. Stalin isn't that big, especially like the Asian spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran into a few of our audience before as well, which is pretty awesome.
Sorry. Yolanda Madison, maybe she doesn't have to do anything because I was looking for a husband, so I don't have to do anything. I thought that was their culture, but maybe he should show more of what she does because it does look like that. I'm just saying. I do stuff, but it's just not on camera. It's like, I mean, not everything have to be on camera, and it's his vlog.
I control the camera, so sometimes
I'm
it's
just tagging along.
yeah, sometimes it's just not convenient to
Like sometimes
record stuff.
he's doing his stuff and then I'm doing my own stuff inside the van, so it's just not recording. Yeah. Akira once said, I actually consult with Arthur about building a van before. He really know his stuff, but at the end I went with a builder closer to me on the West Coast.
Interesting. Yeah, Arthur was really knowledgeable with everything. Yeah, it was a really fun conversation to have with him, talk about van
Yeah.
stuff and new technologies and all that. Yeah, he was a cool guy.
It's interesting to know like someone in the East Coast do that.
Yeah,
Usually isn't on the West Coast.
yeah, Brooklyn especially. Yeah, we
Yeah.
grew up in Brooklyn, so like I think that really hits home, like having a builder that can do that,
But
like
yeah.
within.
and it's in Williamsburg.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And Akira also said, you mentioned on your new van bill you are adding a secondary high-put alternator producing 150 to 200 amp. You should add a wake speed alternator regulator. Combined with a Victron DC to DC charger will give you charging capability from both the primary and secondary alternator, which will produce more charge than solar will, but with additional solar panel input you never have to worry about charging by plugging in. You are so knowledgeable.
Yeah, that's sound like a good setup. Yeah, I haven't really done like the research as to exactly all the components that's necessary. The wake speed one, I think, I saw from the website that sells them have that part of it. I think the biggest question now is, will the batteries that we choose be compatible with such a high amount of ampage going into it? I was talking to Vu the other day. He said that if you have consistently high ampage going into battery, then it kind of degrades the battery faster, making it not last as long. So that's something I have to look into, maybe finding batteries that are like that can take good big charges, like the BMSs that allow that. So thank you for recommending that. I don't know if there's a secondary alternator charger, if it's necessary to use a get more power with the original van's alternator charger. Because you kind of don't want to burn out that alternator because that's used to charge the van's own battery. I think the 200 280 amps are plentiful to charge batteries with that secondary alternator. But thanks for that knowledgeable information. We'll definitely look into it.
Christine Kayla White said, Michael, have you quit Carnival?
I am on a pause right now. I've been eating everything. But I did notice like a difference. I gained some weight back now. Yeah, it's
You gain weight because I'm pregnant.
is that the reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say, right? Like
Yeah, the
I have
dad
to
need to
prepare
get
myself
ready.
for the
For the
sleepless
baby.
nights.
Yeah, for the baby.
Is that what that is? Yeah, but I think eventually I will be back on it because there are a ton of benefits on it. But for now,
Because I need to quit carbs soon.
yeah,
Because I need to do the glucose test.
when you get back, yeah, you got to be carbless. But yeah, eventually we'll jump back on the bandwagon. Our camera just overheated because it's been in the sun. So let's continue.
Always adventure awaits. I live a block from the noodle fan. Now I need to go order some mango sticky rice.
That's really close. I mean, expensive but really good. Hope you like it.
Diane Lloyd said, "You guys are great parents, but we are all supporting and rooting for Rena in this pregnancy. So, as a grandmother, get Spencer potty trained. He is so smart that he would probably ready. You don't want to have two babies in diaper traveling around if you don't have to. And don't let Rena pick up everything either."
Yeah, I think eventually, hopefully when we get back, Spencer will be fully potty trained.
Hopefully in if like 4 months,
Yeah.
he'll probably be ready.
Yeah, it'll make it a little bit easier. Actually, I don't know if it's gonna make it easier because then we'll have to constantly look for places to stop to look for bathroom. But we do have the van.
We have the van. We can set up the little bathroom.
Yeah,
for him.
we have the little toilet for him, but we'll have to always come back to the van for him to potty and
Yeah.
stuff.
If anything, if he pee inside his underwear, I think it's fine because it's like waterproof. We're gonna get him the waterproof one.
Yeah.
Linda Keaton said, I hope you feel much better tomorrow. Did Spencer get enough dinner? Looked like he had a hard time with his chopstick. I didn't see him eating any protein, just noodle.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't do well on dinner. I don't remember the exact day that this is from, but yeah, some days he's going to eat good, some days he's not. I think the days that he has a lot of activities outside, running around, that's when he eats better.
So sometime grandma gave him some snacks before
Beforehand.
dinner, so
Ruins his appetite.
yeah,
Yeah, so we avoid doing that, but
we try, but grandma.
well, and toddler too, he's not always going to eat.
We can't really control a toddler and a grandma.
Yeah, but I think he's okay. He's growing, so. And
Yeah, he's gaining some height.
Yeah, he's,
not much weight, but height.
and the main thing is he's pooping. As long as he's pooping, then he's good. He's eating enough.
Patricia said, "Can't fool Spencer. He know Durin when he see it."
Yeah, he kind of knows now. Every time he sees it, he's like, no.
No.
But eventually, he'll grow into it. It takes time.
I use a 9 said, "Dim sum look great. I will need to try the rice noodle with peanut sauce. I love watching Spencer eat. He looked like Mama Rena so much."
He has all your expressions when he's eating.
He will scrunch his eyebrow.
And he's very cute when he eats.
And then he would do ATD Jack Mackey said, "I haven't tried that dim sum spot yet, but the one at the Stanley Mall East Pacific is pretty good."
We tried it before.
Yeah.
We think it's all right. It's nothing too crazy. We had it last time we were back in New York.
We like Bodo more.
Bodo is like more Cantonese. I think in general the food is better. More selection.
Variety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill D said, "Michael, the Ford Transit seat can fit in the Sprinter. I got the same seat from the same guy. The Ford Transit bracket will not fit in the floor. For sure, you have to drill an oil hole and weld the bracket, plus the 2-inch steel bar in the bottom for the vent for support."
Yeah, I don't expect it to fit natively, and there's going to be some modification that's necessary. And I think you were looking at a video. They have to add like 2 long bars because one side is going to go on top of like the rib, the other side is going to go underneath. So you got to level it. Yeah, we're going to have to drill new holes and secure it with extra like metal bars and stuff. But yeah, I think we'll make it work.
Brenton said, "Do they make sliding blind for the window?"
Sliding blind for the window, yes they do. I don't know if they'll make it for ours. we're thinking,
Is that butterfly?
yeah, I'm thinking we'll just do like IKEA ones or something, blinds. The ones that if you buy for the van, a lot of them have the blinds built in with the screens. So those are more ideal, but because we already have the windows stock, we're not gonna change them. Maybe in the future we could swap them out for like windows that you can open and stuff. But yeah, we'll custom make something for the vans. I don't know if they have it for Sprinters, just blinds that are.
Susie Young said, "What are the rules in New Jersey for parking in a van on the side road?"
I think
We never Googled it, but
to be honest, yeah, New Jersey we don't really know because it's so close to our mom's place. Like we don't really do like stealth camping in New Jersey, but I'm sure if you just
we usually just park in your old office space.
oh yeah, we had an office space in Rahway before. We parked there before, but
there's like a parking lot.
yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere that I would park in New Jersey. Yeah, I don't know the rules. I think for the most part, I don't think there's any overnight restrictions, but you can just check with like ChatGPT or something if overnight parking is allowed in whatever city you're looking to camp in. That's how usually I do it.
Sue Joe said, "Is that guy Rena's brother?" No, that's
Which one, Marco?
Marco.
Marco
That's
is
his,
my cousin's husband.
Cousin's husband. Yeah. Seattle Kids. Amber have asserted dominance over Spencer several times in this video. Must call upon the dog whisperer. See similar.
Yeah, Amber is very friendly. They actually have the same birthday but a year apart, which is pretty cool.
Jimmy Uselli says Sichuan style hot pot is my favorite.
Is Sanzai Mato my Sichuan, right?
Chongqing, Chongqing,
Is it?
Chongqing rough. Chongqing. I think Chongqing is like to the spicy part too. I don't know.
I think that's what he's referencing. The Chongqing
Yeah.
Wharf.
Yeah.
I guess that's Sichuan style, but we just didn't choose the Sichuan spicy hot pot soup.
Yeah, because none of us can take the hot,
Yeah.
the spicy.
Yeah.
Seattle Fine. I deeply share the concern expressed below about the poor shrimp. It's already heartbroken that we consume them, but boiling them alive, then mocking them appearance is profoundly disrespectful and reveal a troubled lack of empathy. I don't think we mock them.
Is he talking about the mantis shrimp?
The mantis shrimp.
Oh.
I don't think it's inappropriate and insensitive. Have you watched Mark Wynn or Mike Chan?
Oh yeah, they're like food vloggers and
like for the Asian style, they just prefer the seafood to be fresh. So that's just how it is. I do feel sorry for the shrimp, but it is really good. It tastes really good because you can really taste the difference between a fresh seafood and frozen seafood. They really taste different. But I just think it's a culture thing that you don't want your
see your food being cooked.
yeah. I mean, I don't like to see it too, but it tastes better. Jen Kirby, hey bro, what part was that where you got water? We'll be needing it tomorrow. I'm sorry, that is 11 days ago.
I hope you got water. What video is this from?
That is in Ouray, Colorado, the Switzerland of America.
Oh, it's a park. Oh yeah, that was a park there. If you need water, check iOverlander. I don't know if we'll be able to get back to you guys in time if you need water right away. But check the iOverlander app for different locations where you can fill up. That's what we use.
Mostly is like a lot of gas stations have water now. Yeah. Helen's fifth. Did you say sorry to the shrimp? I did. I say sorry to them.
Yeah, I did too. I put it in and
then you say sorry.
I did say sorry.
James Huang said, when did you pick up a jackery?
I borrowed it. It's not ours. We did it for we needed that Jackery for the video that we did, the New York City camping, but we don't have a Jackery right now. We still have the all power station right here.
Mr. Costello said, how are you guys staying cool in the hot weather? Couldn't do it.
Is that for the van? The video?
This is
The New York?
Yeah.
It was not easy.
It's not cool.
It was not cool.
But at night it was pretty okay.
After like 12 o'clock. Yeah, if we're going to really hot places, then ideally we are not in a van, especially one that is not insulated and doesn't have fans and stuff. We'll just go out and enjoy outside, and then later on at night, usually when it cools down, that's when we go back into the van.
Yeah.
But ventilation, fans, and AC is definitely necessary, especially traveling in hot weather.
I need to put my...
Give you the table.
Lucy T said, does the refrigerator add more heat in the van? I don't feel it.
It does a little bit. It generates heat because it's using the compressor is exhausting, the hot air from the inside to cool it. So yes, it definitely does add a little bit, but I don't know if it made that much of a difference for us. But it does make the compressor work harder, especially in hotter weathers, because obviously it takes longer for it to cool down. So more power usage and more heat generated.
Truesdale said, I would have stealth cam at your parents' driveway to test out the van.
That wouldn't make a fun video because we are staying there, and it just wouldn't be as fun, I think.
Yeah. Skipping Gear said, how are you cooking with no ventilation? Is carbon monoxide not a thing in New York?
Oh, we opened the window and doors.
Yeah.
The front windows were always open, and yeah, it wasn't even cooked.
The door was open a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wilmer Season Tech said, so awesome of how you show the minimal necessity to van camp. Can you share the water pump you stuck on top of the water container?
Yeah, it's I got it on Amazon for, I think it's like under $10. I can link it if I remember, but you can just Google electric water pump for 5-gallon jugs or something. I think that will you'll pull up a few. There's a lot of different varieties. You can just choose one that has like a longer spout or something if you want to pour it in a bottle easier, like the one that we got.
Linda K. Eaton said, can you refurbish item from your older van to help with the build up?
Possibly. I don't think there's much that we would move from this van over to the new van, because eventually we're going to sell this van. So we wanted to have it as complete as possible. I don't want to take anything really, like the batteries and stuff. We can just buy a new set and just keep this as complete as possible. Obviously, our personal items are going to go into the new van, but probably not too many things we can take from here into the new van.
Auntie J ASMR said, Rena, why are you not crocheting much right now? Don't have the energy for it. I just don't feel like it, don't have the energy. Oh, Snap said, for your van build, have you thought about adding security camera on the exterior so you can monitor from the inside?
Yeah, I think there's some systems now that people use, like CCTV type, where it's like you put several cameras on top of the roof and you have a small display inside. We might look into that. I don't know what brand makes it, but I think it's more common now. But yeah, I think that's a good idea, having a system like that.
Robbie and Rob said, Little Spencer is bilingual already. Yeah, he say some Cantonese word.
He understands a lot of Cantonese. Like, we'll talk to him and he'll understand it. And grandma, being with grandma also helps too.
Yeah. Bella Vibite said, are you guys going to drive the old van back to New York too?
Yes.
While building new van?
Yeah, we are. Once we're done with the Yellowstone trip, we are going to start making our way towards the East Coast, back to New York. It's going to be 2 to 3 weeks, but yeah, we're going to be driving this back to my mom's place.
Ellie's guys said, Spencer competitive side came out racing Amber.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, watching them go down the track. That was fun for them.
Norman 104654 gave us a $15 Singaporean dollar.
Thank you, Norman, for the
Thank you.
super thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Brent said it would be fun watching you two take turn on the giant canyon swing. One could watch the kid while the other one might scream.
Not when she's pregnant. It's the one that it was on top of the hill, remember?
Oh.
That canyon swing. Yeah, that was a
I
really cool one.
I'm not sure if I would scream because I rarely scream when we do roller coaster.
Yeah.
We have very high tolerance on those.
Mm-hmm.
Edward Pye said, "What about Kool-Aid ice pop for the little one?" That is in the stout, the New York camping stout kit.
Ice pop?
Yeah. I don't know if I will give him Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid is like pretty artificial, right?
Yeah. Probably like maybe OJ or
Freezing
apple
OJ.
juice. Yeah, apple juice.
Yeah, you can freeze the apple pouches too.
Yeah.
Yogurt and stuff. That's probably better
Yeah,
if we're
probably
gonna make it.
Or we can just make ice cream for him.
Yeah.
Give it in grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Uber Good Air said East versus West Coast milk tea. Which one is better or the same? I think it depends on the brand.
I don't know if it's like a East versus West thing. I think it's just
Basically, if I have Kung Fu tea in New York and Kung Fu tea in LA, is the same. Is the same.
yeah.
Like it just have different brand. It's like Chicha Sanchen in New York and Chicha Sanchen in LA is the same. I mean the formula are the same.
Mm-hmm. It's like McDonald's. Like I think it's
Like
the same everywhere. At least they try to make it that way.
but they have more brand in the West Coast than New York, because when the Taiwan brand gonna open a new store, it's gonna be in West Coast first,
And then
it's
East Coast.
slowly merged to East Coast.
Yeah, I think there's more of a Asian population in the West Coast
Yeah, in LA,
compared to the East. Yeah. So West would be better because there's more new things and lots more bubble tea options. Or maybe it's kind of the same. I don't
We
know.
just have more parking spots so we can park and get bubble tea. Yolanda Madison, did your family ever give you problem about always having the camera on when you guys are out and about? They
No.
don't care.
They're very supportive. No. By the way, I don't always have the camera on. I have it on for the specific shots that I need, but in general, no.
BSL 6960 said you shouldn't use gas in an enclosed space. It can become dangerous quickly. Cook outside or use an electric. I don't think we can cook outside while we stealth camping in New York City.
Yeah, that was just like a fun little experiment. Eventually, we will have obviously the fans and stuff. But thanks for the caution.
Concern.
Yeah.
Brew content said please stop carrying Spencer. Pop a stroller or he walk. He will want a few times, but he will get over it.
Mm-hmm.
I try, but like as a mom,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of you are mom. Like if you see him like cry or whine, like I just rather like pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I will see the situation. How's the situation? Like if I'm really tired or like in pain, then I will say no and then refer him to Michael. Usually it work, but sometimes he just like he want moms only.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just like pick him up a while and then give it to Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for the concern. AAWB5XC said, why didn't you kick the AC on before right before bedtime for a bit? We thought about that, but then the van is getting cooler
Yeah.
at the end,
At nighttime, it
after a while,
cooled down a little
so
bit.
we don't need to.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad at the end of the night.
Helen's fifth said, your cousin's daughter is so precious. She looked like a little doll.
She
doll.
does.
And I love her little personality. The more of your family I see, the more I know why y'all are so happy. You're surrounded by great people.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're always so happy and very well mannered. She's very well dressed too. Like she always dressed so cute and like everything is.
It's always fun to hang out with them. And Spencer had fun now because he know how to play with other kids. It's fun.
Yeah.
Skatebug said the little ones are so mannerable, sitting down while they eat, not standing or moving around. Excellent home trained by parent. Restaurant are not playground, and one must respect other customers as they dine. I agree. Usually we try to like sit him down to eat and or entertain him with like toy and stuff. If he really want to go down, then one of us will go with him. Like we don't let him like run around by himself. But
Yeah, he normally doesn't run around by himself unless there's somebody else around to to play. But yeah, I think it's situational too. Like if it's like a nicer restaurant, obviously
we usually like keep him around us.
Yeah. If it's like not that formal, then if he can, if he wants to exert
Like
a little bit of
if
his
it's
energy.
in hot pot place, then no, because it's dangerous there.
Yeah.
But
Or I'll walk with him or something.
yeah, we usually like one of us will go with him.
Yeah.
We try. Miss Brown Sugar said, I'm looking forward to see more of your video. Will you guys going to build out your new travel van?
Yes, we are building it once we get back into New York in about 3 weeks. Then we'll start the entire van build series. Hope you guys will tune in for that. It's going to be fun. I'm kind of dreading it, but at the same time, it's going to be exciting. And it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be hot, but I think it's going to be worth it at the end.
Just get a big
fan.
No, big buck screen.
Buck screen or surrounding the entire yard. Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
No, just surround the place that you work.
Okay, we'll see.
Brenton said, remember to put deer whistle on your new van.
Yes, yeah, we had ours is stock. We gave a few to Vu's fan just because, I think when it comes to deer, I'm very cautious now. Deer whistle. I think they kind of work. I mean, I hope they work.
Let's Eat with Ash said, it's pretty cool how you guys reunited with Vu family. I actually think it's contagious how Vu's wife was pregnant before and now it's Rena.
We said the same thing. You're like, because when we first met in LA, we didn't know that you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant at that time, and we kind of just played together. And then a little while, then you're like, oh, you're pregnant. But yeah, I think it's contagious for sure.
Chino said, are you going to sell this van? And if so, how much? We don't know yet.
Yeah, we will sell it, but I don't know how much we're going to sell it for yet. We still need to kind of refurbish a little bit before we put it up for sale.
We need to paint it again.
Yeah, we'll make it nice.
We need to fix some stuff.
Yeah, some work to be done to it.
Yeah, Susan Perry said, so when you're going to sell the van, interested in it.
Cool. I will let you guys know once we decide to kind of put it up for sale. Yeah, let us know. You can always reach out via Instagram, like DM us. We'll get you more info then. How do I get it?
8 days.
Okay.
AWB 5XC said, Rena, when the main course of meat was placed on the table, your husband's face light up.
What was that for?
When we eat with Carol.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. The plate of meat, that thing was spectacular.
RMLRL said, I never tried bubble tea. I like something sweet. So what would you suggest for the first timer? Taro milk tea with bubbles? That's what I always like. Taro milk tea. Yeah.
Give that a try.
Tracy Jam said, so fun meeting up with Van friends. I can see the difference in Vu after second baby. He looks so tired.
Yeah, they're both very tired. I mean, they're not really exactly getting normal
Enough
sleeps.
sleep.
Yeah, and yeah, Caleb is also sometimes not sleeping through the night. They're doing their best and they're doing a great job. Yeah, hopefully the babies can sleep well one day so that they can get some good rest.
At least baby is eating well.
Baby is eating really well. A little chubby hands, double chin. Yeah, they're
so
doing really
cute.
good.
Donna Mom said, you seems to get nervous because Spencer didn't take his nap. I raised 2 kids and believe me, nap come a dime a dozen. Don't worry about Spencer's nap. He will fall asleep eventually. We just like him to be on schedule. Like, if we can. Like,
Yeah.
Because it affect all of us.
Yeah, I think napping on schedule, on a routine is super important, because if you're not getting a normal nap time, you're not sleeping well, then it affects the nighttime. If the nighttime is affected, then it affects the next day, and it trickles over. So like, we're very strict on his nap. We try to time it around the same time every single day.
We're not that strict. We can let him sleep like at 1, at 2, at 3.
Yeah, flexible.
Like, we are flexible on it,
strict.
but he need that nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some parents don't really care so much, and they let them nap whenever.
That's not good,
because that messes up their schedule, and there's no consistent nap time.
Like, I don't want him falling asleep during dinner time.
Yeah.
Like, I want him to be energetic.
Yeah, I think we do a pretty good job with his like nap, because like he sleeps well at night now. I think that's the most important thing, and yeah, I don't know if he would sleep well if like we didn't really control his when he's sleeping, put the importance in it.
Like we like to tire him out like in the morning time, so he can like take his nap around
good.
1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, because sleeping is so important for children. It's like the growth happens when they're sleeping, so we're like definitely prioritizing afternoon naps and nighttime sleep.
Dexter said, visit Jackson Lake Lodge. They have a path in the back that lead up a small hill overlook the lake with a view of the hill. We passed that already.
Yeah, I mean, next time maybe we'll check it out. But thanks for recommending. That sounds pretty cool.
Damon said, damn dude, that sucks. It's almost like your van knew you were dumping it for another van.
I know, that's kind of sometimes what happens. Like, little issues come up because you got a new van or something.
Yeah. Waggy and Wolf said, what car seat brand do you use for Spencer?
The one we have is Chico here.
Chico, and then the new one is Joel?
The Target
Joel,
brand.
yeah, Joel.
Yeah. This one I like because you can tilt, but the Joel is a little bit more compact. And it has that
like
magnetic clasp for the chest, which we not really like. It's pretty good.
So Jules said, in the future, call Highway Patrol to let them know you are stranded. Maybe even drive you to get antifreeze.
That's a good idea.
Don't leave family alone stranded on highway.
It wasn't really on the highway because it's off the ramp there.
You left me there with Spencer. And then in my mind, I was thinking, oh, what if another car hit me? Should I leave my seatbelt on? But then I'm so not comfortable. I was like, oh, I should leave it on, but I'm not comfortable. I was like, oh, can you come back soon?
Well, it's a ramp getting off of the highway, so it's like the speed is slowing down, and it's an up ramp too, so it's not.
The car was like driving by so fast.
Yeah, but technically it's they're supposed to be slowing down because there's a red light coming up, but it's very visible too. You can see it from a while ago. But thanks for recommending for the tip for the highway patrol.
Dina said, Michael, argue with insurance. They should put OEM part on your van or give you a choice.
I don't really know. Haven't really worked with insurance like that before, so I didn't really know. If that's a thing, then yeah, definitely we need to argue with insurance. Yeah, because it's a different part.
And I think someone said because it's under a year, you should be able to like talk to them.
Claim.
Yeah.
I gotta follow up with them, but yeah, thanks for recommending that.
Jimmy Yesai said, I also recommend for your new Sprinter a skid plate be installed for the radiator. There are a few OEM brands since you experience a breakdown on your current van. It's a DIY, usually 4 to 5 bolt in the front of the van. Not expensive and very useful for off-road mountainous driving trip.
Yeah, thanks for recommending. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. I've seen some of them. Yeah, you just put it in the front. It protects like the rocks and stuff, and yeah, I think that's a good idea. Thanks for recommending, Jimmy.
Mr. Capskin said, definitely contact your insurance company. All work done under a claim at an insurance approved body shop should be covered under an additional warranty on replacement part. They will give you the run around at first, but persist and stress the danger that your family could have been put in. You might have to have them push it up to the supervisor. You should not have to file a new claim and pay a new deductible.
Yeah, thanks for recommending. Yeah, I agree. I got to follow up with them and see what they say. But I agree. I think the original rep that I spoke with was kind of saying, oh, I have to go back to the original body shop that fixed the van for them to cover any sort of, mechanical issue or whatever.
They're funny.
Yeah, but
They wanna-
obviously they're in Montana and we weren't in Montana, so like it's not realistic. So yeah, I'll speak with them again to see if there's any other way to handle it, but thanks for recommending. Yeah, we got to follow up with the insurance company.
GE939 said, why wasn't it OEM if Mercedes referred a body shop?
I'm not sure if it's exactly referred by Mercedes. I mean, for one, it's not referred by Mercedes. It was like by the insurance company. The insurance company was the one that approved that particular place. But I don't know because I never really thought about like non-OEM parts being an issue. They should have used OEM parts, and I kind of just found out afterwards, after they ordered the parts. Like at that time, we just wanted the van to be done. Like I wasn't really questioning all that stuff.
Well, they didn't ask us
They never asked us. That wasn't really an
if
option.
we want an OEM or just aftermarket.
Yeah, because at that time we were just stranded. We were like get the
it's
van
45
done
days.
ASAP kind of thing. But it kind of, came back around at being an issue. So yeah, for sure, next time, if you guys are watching, demand OEM parts and don't accept anything less. Because here we got an issue with non-OEM parts.
We didn't know it would be an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't know that it's not OEM part.
Yeah.
Tina Shield said, what drink does Rena like to get from Tiger Sugar? We live in the area, go to Chinatown sometime to shop. We like to get the mango pomelo sago because that's what Spencer can drink. Other than that, I like the taro milk.
Their dirty brown sugar
It's pretty good.
teas are pretty good too.
Britta Mana said, Spencer's having fun with his friends, so happy for him to have a buddy. I hope the other family can go to New York to see you guys first.
Hopefully one day. I don't know if they have the time because
Yeah,
they still work.
They still work in the office.
Yeah, right now Vu is just on his paternity leave, so he only had 3 weeks. But eventually, I think they would want to do this full time. Hopefully, we'll definitely meet up again in the future somewhere else. Maybe not here, but maybe not even New York. Maybe just somewhere else, like wherever it's more fun for all of us.
Gore said, hopefully you don't do the same setup for your electric system. Do something different. It seems rather inefficient in this van.
Oh yeah, I think the high output alternator, the additional one, is gonna solve a lot of the problems that we're facing with not generating enough power, because solar only really works during parts of the year. Wintertime they're kind of weak. Yeah, I think the high output alternator is gonna solve our battery problem. Let's see.
The Beetle said, have you seen the Mercedes Star Band 4x4 rebuilt? It's so damn smart and cool. Extend out in the back on slider. Extra space in garage from coolest folding up bathroom and shower. Price around $152 to $169. That's expensive.
Mercedes Sprinters, I think fully built out, are that price and up. Some are even more expensive. Yeah, I never seen that. It slides out in the back. That's kind of interesting.
Never have high expectations at mosquito hate peppermint.
Peppermint?
I
Yeah.
thought of getting peppermint, like the oil, the peppermint oil.
Does that work for mosquito?
I think you have to like put peppermint oil, then put like maybe lavender, like a few drops, and then you spray it on yourself. But there's no guarantee that it will work. Alice Lee says, seems like your van heard you having a new one now. He or she is throwing a fit.
Right? Sounds like it.
Swang 121 said, what state are you in?
We are currently in Wyoming, Yellowstone National Park.
Dimples BB said, usually if you have any major work in your vehicle, there should be warranty. I would ask about that since it was fixed less than a year.
Yeah, I think the warranty, as I mentioned, comes from the auto body shop that did the work. So that's kind of what the insurance company is telling me. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it at this time, but we'll find out if there's anything that the insurance company can do. We might actually drive through Billings where we originally had the deer accident. Yeah, we can inquire about it when we're in that city.
Carol Anderson said, we don't really see the woman interacting because not everything is on camera.
Well, for one, Rena's pregnant, so she needs to rest from time to time. Hoy is with a 3-month-old. So, like, I think for us traveling
we
together,
are busy.
it's like, I think that's a good thing about, like,
Is
two van life families that have kids. Like, we understand each other that we're not always going to be together
Like,
doing,
I want to lay.
doing whatever.
I want to lay. Is she crying? Is he crying?
Spencer?
Yeah. Because I want to lay down most of the time. If I can lay down, I won't be sitting down. It's like if I think he's crying. If I sit down, it still hurt my back. So sometimes I choose to lay down if I can. So, and then Hoy is with her baby, and like a lot of time they will be in inside their van. So they have like she need to breastfeed and like sleep with the baby. So it just, and a lot of time is not on camera when we interact. When we talk to each other, it's not on camera.
Yeah. Hi, Spence. How was your nap?
1 hour 40 minutes.
Pretty good nap, huh? You want to go to Mama?
You wanna sit with me?
You want to sit with Mama? You want to put your shoes on? You want to walk around? 仲有幾多問題啊？
We are 2 days.
要唔要留返第日先？
I join it.
Okay. Let me put your shoes on. Where's your shoes?
Cindy Cavan said, what about those sunglasses that take video? Were they any good?
The Ray-Bans, they're pretty good for general use. I mean, I do the vlogging, so I need a normal camera, so I use it from time to time to take like quick shots. But for the most part, they are very good quality if you want to just have hands-free photo and video and just kind of keep it for your own stuff. Instagram, all that stuff, they're definitely good enough for that. Their quality is actually surprisingly really good.
Bonita hires my husband and said, just you get a drone. I think that would be awesome.
That would be pretty awesome.
Didn't you used to have a drone?
We have a drone right now. We actually don't use it just because it's not convenient to use, and
But a lot of national parks don't allow
no
drones.
national park allows drones. And yeah, I think for the purpose of these daily vlogs, it would be fun to shoot some footage, especially in really cool places using the drone. But I just don't really have the time to take it out and do it and do the videos. But I think it would be fun from time to time to have the drone.
Anita Decker said, look like Spencer had an accident. His eye, poor guy.
Yeah.
He fell down.
Yeah, he fell down from the van to the floor. I think he was trying to push on the mosquito net. Oh, there's a bug in the mosquito net. Yeah, that's kind of like toddlers, right? They're always gonna fall down and run around and scratch themselves. Like Caleb always has a scratch on his face.
Yeah.
Because he sometimes scratches
New
himself.
scratch every day.
Yeah, a new marking every day.
This is the first time I see people said don't cut Spencer's hair.
Don't cut Spencer's hair.
Molara said, hope you guys doing well with the pregnancy. Spencer and his buddy are so cute, and please don't cut his hair.
Well, we already cut his hair. That's kind of what we wanted to do, not cut his hair for the longest time, but he was like pushing his hair away from his face more than necessary. Sometimes the hair isn't even on his face and he's doing that motion, so we kind of felt bad, and we decided to just kind of keep it a little bit shorter. And the length of his hair in the back was very inconsistent. We wanted to kind of correct it. The top of his hair was actually longer than like the bottom back of his hair, so we
Yeah.
want to fix that. And maybe for the next time, we'll just kind of grow it out and trim it a little bit to make it look better. But I think now he looks a lot better and a lot more like energetic and stuff.
Tijuana said this is what I love watching is the camping, cooking in the desert or wood, as well as exploring. Is up here, Rena is the shy one in the group. You're more social, yes. I'm the introvert here. I think you're an introvert and sometimes you can be extrovert, but I'm more toward to the introvert. Like I like to be alone.
I think it also depends on who you're with too. They say that like if you're around the right people, then you can become more extroverted. It's just like sometimes you just don't want to have to like deal with people that you're not too familiar with, or
I just don't like the awkward silence.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you have to like think of, oh, what should I talk about next? Like,
and that's why like having friends that you can have that awkward silence, like just sit there and just listen to the sounds of nature without having that pressure, I think is that's amazing to find.
that's why I like dogs.
Because they don't talk.
They don't
You can have awkward silence with dogs.
You can just look at them and then we both have awkward silence. RMLRL said, you need to defrost that freezer.
Defrost that freezer? Oh yeah. Yeah, that ice has been building up pretty bad. It's growing on the side. We just have to clear out the entire freezer.
Maybe
and,
when we
let
go
it
back
all
to
melt.
New York, then we can
I think so.
defrost it.
Yeah, unplug it and then just let everything kind of reset.
DDW44 said, I enjoy watching Rena's eat.
Rena has a very good eating face. I'll tell you that.
Product One said, I like it that all men and boys were put to work.
Yes. Yeah, we're always doing stuff, and the woman will just hang back and, do whatever.
That's
But-
how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's kind of how Vu and I kind of feel about raising, Spencer and Kayla. We want them to learn to use their hands and, help out and be knowledgeable on real life things that you need to do, especially like when you're out in nature and stuff.
Oh,
And that's why we like being out here.
we
Like,
should take a booger now.
I don't think you guys, well, maybe you guys saw the video, but like the boys were trying to help out with like the wood and stuff. Like, yeah, I think that's really nice.
Gee9839 said, do the Vus prefer having window all around the van since they are not full-time van lifer? Is it a better experience if temperature control is not an issue?
So we had a conversation about that. They do not prefer to have windows all around the van. For one, it's tougher to have to block everything off. They have window shades all around, and yeah, it's even for us like one or two windows. Like it's very annoying to take off and put on the window shades. And the secondary thing would be the climate control. It's a lot hotter when you have windows because obviously the sunlight will get into it, especially if you don't have the window shades. So yeah, climate control wise, having windows is not a good thing. But you want to have some windows that you can open just to get more ventilation, which we'll do. But for the most part, our back windows for the new van will be kind of blocked off with window covers. Windows not really a good thing for vans.
FCW Wang said, can you share location of the campsite? That is the Grand Teton National Park,
Okay.
the one that we drive up.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. Yes, I will link it in the description below for where we stayed in Grand Teton with that nice view.
IV65 said, I'm anticipating to see you in the new van. How is it built inside? And wonder where does the pee and the poop go after you flush it? We don't flush it.
Well, yeah, we toss it out. For the bathroom here, which I think we'll do for the new van, we haven't completely decided the system yet, is we have cat litter and we have our number 2 there and we just put cat litter over it. We keep the number 1s and number 2 separate because what really smells is the number 1. So you keep number 1s in a separate jug, you pour it out in the bathroom, and number 2, once it's full or when it smells, then you just tie up the bag and just throw it out and just repeat. That system has been working for us. It's very primitive, but it works really well. It's a very cheap solution too. So we might be doing a similar system for the new van. We don't want to overcomplicate it because there's so many different systems with composting, and this toilet here is $1,000 toilet. It has a function where you can press the flush button and it wraps your number 2 into like a airproof, like vacuum sealed bag or something like that. And it takes up cartridges and it takes up a lot of space, but we don't use that function. We just use the primitive like cat litter method, and that's been working out for us.
Jose Gomez said, air down your tire for a better ride next time.
That's a great idea. Unfortunately, we don't have like a compressor on the van. I know some people upgrade that. They use like the compressor, they put it in the engine bay or whatever, and they can have the hose to, you know, air down, air up the tire depending on the terrain that they're on. But that's a good idea. I don't know if that's an upgrade that we'll do, but yeah, it's good for like sand too. If you want to ride on sand, then you can just air down your tire and drive on sand. Maybe we'll look into upgrading that as a part of the new van. I don't know, but thanks for recommending.
SLD Squad said, what sauce do you use to marinate the stick strip?
The stick strip was, I don't know the exact brand, but it was a Japanese yakitori sauce for beef. Yeah, I don't know the brand. You could just kind of look for the Japanese brands, like Matsua's will definitely have them, like the marinated beef for Japanese grilling.
Jimmy Yusel said, Wyoming is remote and beautiful. You're Asian visiting the state, just double the average Asian demographic of 0.9%.
We probably did. Yeah, there's not many Asian faces around here. I mean, Yellowstone, there's a few. Like we saw a few campers that were Asian. But yeah, I agree with you. There's not a lot of Asian faces around these parts of the country.
Bella Vibe Bites said, I wonder Hoy and Wu, are they Chinese from Hong Kong too? Hoy is so strong carrying cheese with the carrier. Oh, they are not from Hong Kong. And Wu is not Chinese too.
Wu is Vietnamese, and Hoy can't speak Cantonese. I think she from Hong Kong?
I don't know.
But she can speak Cantonese.
She speaks Cantonese, but not. I don't know if she's from Hong Kong. I never asked her. Olivia, Michael, you're so organized. Can you do a tutorial for my husband? We came a lot. I'm enjoying your video.
I don't know if I'm organized. I mean, I guess I am. I guess if you want to comment and let me know like what type of organization you're looking for. I mean, we have everything kind of in places. I mean, obviously in a van you need to, every item that you carry along with you has its own designated spot for it, like the chairs and like the grilling rack, the cooking utensils, all that. That's part of the van design as well. Is like everything that you have possession wise will need to have a location for it. But thank you for that. Yeah, we have to stay organized, otherwise our van will be a mess, which it kind of is right now in this van, because we have a lot of new things that we bought that don't actually have a place for, like the new projector and stuff like that. It's just sitting on top of our toilet, and Spencer's bike is just kind of hanging there. Yeah.
All done.
All done? All right, that is all for the comments. That was a lot. So, yeah, sorry this video took so long for us to make, because when we came back into when we came back to our van 2 weeks ago, we just started traveling and didn't really have time to sit down to do this segment. So we're finally done with it. We caught up with all the questions. If you guys have any more questions or comments you want to ask us, leave them in the comment section below, and we will talk about it in a future video. Should we get some water, Spence? Let's go get some water. Let's play in the water. Ooh. Ooh, Mom filling up the water pot. Very nice. Whoa! I'm gonna trim Spencer's hair a little bit more, make it look a little bit better.
Oh, are you? No?
Want to put your feet in there? I'm almost done with Spencer. I'm gonna give him a little iPad so I can finish his haircut. Let's stick this up. Dad, I need to finish cutting your hair, okay? Finally got done with Spencer's haircut. Look over here, Spence. What do you think? It's so short. It came out okay. You okay?
It looks nice.
Yeah, the back. Trimmed it a little bit more than yesterday. Yeah, I think it came out okay. Right, Caleb? You think Spencer looks good? What do you think? Yeah.
Why is the service so slow?
Do some pork chops.
Wait. Let me go far. Okay, go. Throw it. You throw higher. Throw it higher.
This is our dinner tonight. We got some grilled chicken, pork, and some steaks. Oh yeah. I used
Oh, the dump truck?
I used the Chinese style marinade for the pork chop
Pork
and
chop?
the
Oh.
chicken.
Mm.
It's like a spare rib. There's like a bone there.
That's good.
How's the yam? You tried it? Mmm. This is good.
It's not very soft yet.
But I think it's okay. Uh-oh, he dropped the broccoli again, Spence. Oh no, it's okay. We'll get a new one. Tissue. Yummy? Mmm.
Oh, it's Kayla.
For dinner dessert, we got some mangoes and strawberries.
No, not your hand.
Not your hands, Spence. You gotta use your fork. No, it's like I'm just eating mango.
You're busy eating.
Oh, that mosquito had blood.
Oh, bit somebody. Ready for some s'mores, Spence?
Yeah.
Yeah, s'mores. S'mores time. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. We're going to be hanging out in the campsite for a little bit longer, then we're going to head back inside, and we're going to be leaving Yellowstone tomorrow. I'm going to be heading into Gardner, which is the town north of Yellowstone, and just enjoy a little bit more time with Hoifu, Caleb, and Chase before we part ways. So if you guys want to keep watching our time here in Wyoming, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new video comes out. If you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so they can spread it out to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. They say thank you for watching. Okay, say thank you for. Thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.